Blessings, everyone. Okay, I'm going to continue with the scriptures. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change time and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time, and the dividing of time. And I just cannot help but think of President Trump here. I don't know. I went straight to 2 Peter 3:8. But, beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. That speaks volumes to me. And through his policy also he shall cause craft and prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall he destroy many. He shall also stand against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hands. So we're going to see that this is going to be a divine intervention that is going to take place. But you need to be ready for it. You've got to be seeking this. You've got to be seeking his ways, the way he works, his movements. You can't if you're looking off to the side or looking behind you. You need to be seeking him out and how he is working. And this is a great place to start, because this is speaking volumes to me by President Trump, who is bringing down this stronghold of wickedness in high places. Okay, this is huge. I mean, we're talking presidential here. I mean, 3 presidents that are being plucked right now and going down for what they have done. The evils that they have done, the doors that they have opened. Okay? And we're seeing God working through President Trump. God's hand is on him, protecting him. Looking and going into this building, okay, with all these people, to me, this is the Antichrist spirit that is in this building. And this is what he is up against. And this is why I say God is with him, because there is a lot of heavy evil presence within that room against him. And he knows he's only there because it's the truth that is being brought forward. This is all in the name of truth. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down. The place of his sanctuary. Well, let's just see about that word. The sanctuary. Sorry for the noise here. And a host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression. And it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced, and it prospered. And arms shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that marketh desolation. And arms shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against power, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against the spiritual wickedness in high places. For they will turn away the sun from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly. But thus shall ye deal with them, Ye shall destroy their altars, and break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire. Whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of a strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. Then I said to you, dread not, neither be afraid of them. The Lord your God, which goeth before you, he shall fight for you, according to all that he did for you in Egypt, before your very eyes. Before your eyes. And in his estate shall stand up a vile man, a person to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom. Sorry, sorry about that. Okay. And in his estate shall stand up a vile person to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom, but he shall come in peaceably and obtain the kingdom by flatteries. And the king will do accordingly to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished, for that is determined shall be done. And the vision of the evening and the morning, which was told, is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days. In the 3rd year of Cyrus king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, whose name was called Belteshazzar. And the thing was true, but the time was appointed was long, and he understood the thing, and had understanding of the vision. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel. I'm sorry about that. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the time that are far off. And he said unto me, seal not the saying of this prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. And over 3 presidents, of whom Daniel was first, that the prince might give accounts unto them, and the king should have no damage. His hands are clean on the things that are happening with these people, right? He's no involvement in this whatsoever. I mean, mind you, he has his own, but it's like I say, I'm not saying that President Trump is a saint. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying to bow down. I'm not doing that either. All I'm saying is that God is moving him, and you have to see the truth. We have to be standing on the truth, no matter where that truth comes from. But you will hear it. You will know. You will see how he works as he's helping Trump today, pulling down this stronghold.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. No president should fear public scrutiny of his program, for from that scrutiny comes understanding, and from that understanding comes support or opposition, and both are necessary. I am not asking your newspapers to support an administration, but I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. For I have complete confidence in the response and dedication of our citizens whenever they are fully informed. I not only could not stifle controversy among your readers, I welcome it. This administration intends to be candid about its errors. For as a wise man once said, an error doesn't become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. We intend to accept full responsibility for our errors, and we expect you to point them out when we miss them. Without debate, without criticism, no administration and no country can succeed, and no republic can survive. That is why the Athenian lawmaker Solon decreed it a crime for any citizen to shrink from controversy. And that is why our press was protected by the First Amendment, the only business in America specifically protected by the Constitution, not primarily to amuse and entertain, not to emphasize the trivial and the sentimental, not to simply give the public what it wants, but to inform, to arouse, to reflect, to state our dangers and our opportunities, to indicate our crises and our choices, to lead, mold, educate, and sometimes even anger public opinion. This means greater coverage and analysis of international news, for it is no longer far away and foreign, but close at hand and local. It means greater attention to improved understanding of the news, as well as improved transmission. And it means, finally, that government at all levels must meet its obligation to provide you with the fullest possible information outside the narrowest limits of national security. And so it is to the printing press, to the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance, confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be, free and independent.
It is he that giveth salvation unto kings. He delivereth David his servant from the hurtful sword. Praying for Donald Trump. Lift him up. He is serving God's purpose. No fear, be love, and give hope. God bless.